So proven, tested system, completely solid on the side of entering and exiting. Because of cryptocurrency, when you're trading cryptocurrency on a high level, sometimes you'll end up putting millions of dollars into a trade and it's almost impossible to exit. So we've built something that gives people the ability, or gives our system the ability, to be able to exit quickly on microtransactions. So it's the smartest bot that was ever created for cryptocurrency. It is artificial intelligence. It sits on Snapchat servers. There's been millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of investment to convert this from a traditional Forex bot into a crypto bot. And it is available for every one of our members. Phenomenal system, guys, and it really adds to the whole ecosystem of what you're actually looking at and becoming a part of. See, ORMEUS was developed to give the average person the ability to become the best version of themselves, or to find their inner gold. And our token is the only cryptocurrency in the cryptocurrency space at all, Bitcoin or not, that doesn't require anyone to grow in value. Doesn't require people to grow in value. Our network marketing company doesn't require people to become a billion-dollar company. So when we put this project together, after looking at tons of network marketing companies and consulting for over $8 billion worth of companies, we basically found the best components of everything else that was out there, seen what people did wrong and seen what they did right, and put it all together in this system. So when Rick's ready, I'm going to share with you guys a presentation that'll take probably about 15 minutes that'll share with you how our coin value increases, and how the coin value increases even without members joining. It's the first time in network marketing history that the company can grow continuously without new people. It's the first real pure opportunity for money generation machine. So I'm going to pass it back to you, Rick, until we get to that coin section.
Absolutely. In fact, John, if you want to, we can go ahead and start that right now.
Okay, great. Awesome. Can you switch over screens for me and give me access, and I'll jump on here and run through this with you guys. This is something that I get excited about, because I know that when you guys are coming on board into this, you have something that is an asset that is actually more valuable than Bitcoin, because it is actually backed by Bitcoin. So the problem with fiat currencies and traditional currencies and even cryptocurrencies is they're not really backed by anything except for speculation. They're backed by someone saying that they'll pay for it, supply and demand, and there's not any really asset that generates, or any revenue model that builds the value of the tokens or the currencies in fiat. So we thought about this, and after taking and getting with some of the greatest minds in the crypto space, we developed a token that actually is attached to cryptocurrency mining. So now your value of your token increases every single day based on a reserve vault value, and based on Bitcoin, Litecoin, altcoin, Dashcoin mining. We're mining the coin, we're issuing ORMEUS token, and all of the ORMEUS tokens are attached to this live vault that will be soon completely 100% transparent and written into the ERC20 token, and increasing the volume for every single member by the machines that are mining. So let me jump over. Can I share my screen here?
Yes.
Okay, great. Can you guys see my screen? Okay.
Now, John, absolutely.
Great. Okay, so this is a money-making machine. This is a set of Bitcoin miners that will continually grow by themselves without members growing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you first how it all kind of works without any members at all joining, and where the company is today. So the ORMEUS coin is separate than ORMEUS Global. Just the main way to get ORMEUS coin is through ORMEUS Global. So now all of you on the call have the unique opportunity to deliver a cryptocurrency that is based on Bitcoin mining. It's the first time it's ever been done like this. It's the reason why most companies won't do this is because of the fact it costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money, and it costs a lot of money up front. And then if you're going to invest in Bitcoin mining, usually the case is you want to get your Bitcoin. But in this case, all of the founders, all of the main directors, the consultants of the company are taking all of their value in ORMEUS coin. So the mining machines are really just mining Bitcoin to increase the value of ORMEUS coin. So let me run through it with you. This is our BitFury block box, and we have a solid contract with a subsidiary of this company to deliver over $200 million worth of mining equipment over the next 36 months. We'll actually be signing that MOU at our company opening here in the next couple of weeks. We're actually having our office opening in Hong Kong. We have a gorgeous space there in Hong Kong, but this will give you an idea of how this machine works.
Introducing the Block Box, the most powerful Bitcoin mining unit available. Bitcoin is the core of the blockchain ecosystem. The block box has the scale of a full-size data center, allowing access to the Bitcoin network. The block box comes equipped with up to 15 petahashes of computing power served through Bitfury's unique 16-nanometer ASIC and is housed with Bitfury's immersion cooling system using 3M's proprietary Novex solution.
So these boxes are shipping containers, 40-foot HQ, fully cooled, fully set up, and you plug them in. They're 1 megawatt of power per unit. And our company has access right now to over 2 gigawatts of power. 2 gigawatts is 2,000 megawatts. So we have access on our own facilities that we have through our partner companies to be able to put 2,000 of these units into place. So each one of these boxes produce $500,000 a month. Currently, right now as a company, we have 2 boxes already fully stocked. There's 179 miners in each one of these boxes. And on top of this, we have on order, which will be delivered in about 2 weeks, 3,000 Dash miners. Okay, so there's 2 fully stocked mining rigs, 179 miners in each box. On top of this, we have 3,000 Dash miners on order. So if you were to break them up into block boxes, it's like we have 12 block boxes of Dash miners on top of the 2 fully stocked Bitcoin mining rigs. And we're placing an order this next week to commit to our initial phase of our $200 million purchase over the next 30 months. Next 36 months. So I'm going to show you how this works, how these numbers actually equate to more Bitcoin, and the more Bitcoin equates to the value of ORMEUS coin. So 40% of all the mining that we do goes back into purchasing more rigs. So this becomes a self-perpetuating machine to where the machine will eventually take care of all of the members. And these Bitcoin addresses are completely locked, so no one has control over the Bitcoin that goes into these except for the vendors to supply and provide and fulfill the contract. So it's 100% completely hands-free for the human side. It's a smart contract. That means it's trustless. That means that no one can actually rob the piggy bank, and this machine can always work for all of our members. So if you take that, you're generating $1 million a month with 2 boxes. After a 6-month period, we'll be well over this by the end of this month with our Dash mining units. So we like to be ahead of schedule, and the 6-month point will be at the end of our first 2 weeks, actually. But we'll keep these numbers conservative because when you build something like this, the numbers get astronomical, and the way that they are able to achieve at this point is because of the fact that the industry is growing as much as it's growing. So here you're generating $1.5 million a month. After 12 months, the machines are generating $3 million a month. This is not anyone joining the network. This is not you going out and building the organization yourself. This is you getting some ORMEUS coin and going to sleep. The company is generating these types of revenues on a monthly basis after the first year. 18 months, you're $4 million a month. 24 months, you're at $7 million a month. 30 months, you're at $12.5 million a month. And then compounding really starts to kick into play. When you have that many machines mining, and we'll have this done probably in the first 6 months of our company, but if you have that many machines mining, let's say it even only take 30 months because nobody does anything, from 30 to 36 months, you double the amount of mining capacity that you have. So 3 years, if with no one members, with no one joining, with no new business coming in, the company is doing $250 million a year with no new business, all from the machines. So what does that do to the value of the token that you're holding? I'm going to take you through more of an illustrated process that shows you exactly what that's going to do to the price of the coin and how a little bit of revenue. And this also, if you take this into consideration, this is Bitcoin at $4,000, a little bit under, and this is Bitcoin not increasing in value. So 3 years from now, if no one does anything in the business, no one joins, everyone that's involved right now decides not to do a thing and not sponsor another person, no volume comes from the sales organization, the network marketing company, ORMEUS coin will be producing this if Bitcoin doesn't increase in value. So it's a guaranteed success model. I know all of us that have been in direct sales want to be able to do the company that is a finished company, the company they can be with for the next 30 years of their lives. They don't want to have to switch ever again. This ensures that completely. And I'm going to show you how much that ensures it as we go through. So let's just say BTC increases in value. It's a good chance BTC is going to increase in value. Over this last year, it's actually increased well over 1,000% because obviously we were up around the $7,000 point. This is at 800% because this is where it was when we did this presentation. So let's just say complete increases by 800% on a yearly basis based on the network. We know that Bitcoin is going to be at $50,000 per unit in the next couple of years. There's no doubt about it. But so with these types of exact same numbers that has happened over the last few years, over the next few years, the speculation price of Bitcoin, of course, is going to be much more than it is today. So if you look at it, 1.5 million now generates $5.8 million a month. And this is after your 6 months in the business, 12 months in the business, 3 million generates $24 million a month. That's in the first year. By the second year, you're $1 billion annualized yearly company. This is increasing the value of the token that you're holding because you were the first group of people to be involved in this organization. There's less than 10,000 people in this company. It's not even in a pre-launch phase. It's in the soft launch phase, getting ready for pre-launch in the next couple of weeks. After 36 months, the compounding effect starts to come into play, and now you're generating almost $1 billion a month worth of Bitcoin, taking the difficulty into consideration and taking the consideration that Bitcoin increases in value at the same rate that it has in the last couple of years. So what does that do? If you add a little bit of company revenue, now this is speculatory, but the fact is that it's $150 million in speculation. $150 million, one market in our company will do that. We've already done well over $20 million, probably around $23 million right now. Yesterday, we had a $2 million day. This morning, before I got up here in Asia, we had $1.7 million in the company. The biggest day we've had so far is $4 million, and we're on track to be doing $50 to $100 million a month in the next 3 to 4 months from the way everything's going. We're only in 2 markets right now, really. We have a little bit that just started in Australia. Australia did about 2.5 million their first week, and it's just a very few members. It's the gold founders. We have a certain amount of gold founders per market, so people are very excited about that situation. So this is to take consideration if we do $150 million in total revenue, first year, one time, forever. This is how much these numbers change. Our reserve vault is set up for the token holders' security, just like a Federal Reserve was set up originally with the gold standard. Bitcoin is the gold standard of cryptocurrency. ORMEUS attaches the ERC20 token or Ethereum to the reserve vault value of Bitcoin, giving your Ethereum token, which is smarter, faster than Bitcoin, the ability to have the same growth as Bitcoin does. Because when the reserve grows in value, when Bitcoin grows in value, the reserve grows in value. The more mining machines we have, the more Bitcoin we're mining, and every time Bitcoin grows, now you're taking advantage of Bitcoin's growth on top of the ERC20 tokens technology. So 5.8 million a month generates $85 million in your reserve vault value because of the growth throughout the entire year. $24 million a month. This is 12 months into the business. You've got a $250 million company that is worth $438 million in Bitcoin. 24 months into it, you've got $1.3 billion, generating $112 million a month, 2 years. And 36 months into it, it's the size of Amway monthly, as far as revenue coming into the company to support the value of your ORMEUS coin. Now, if we take that into consideration with the growth of the industry and how far everything has gone so far, this industry is still in its infancy, and there are 5 jobs for every 1 blockchain programmer. One of the reasons why we're coming and leading into this program and having a system where we educate people is because the jobs are going to be are already out demanding the amount of people that have the ability to perform the jobs. Cryptocurrency has doubled as far as wallet size. The industry has quadrupled as far as volume, and the wallet size has doubled. That means you're having a higher echelon of people coming into this place than we're in originally. So there's more people with more money. This industry is going to be the next big thing. It is the next big thing already, and it is the future of money. So Bitcoin is over $100 million market cap, $100 billion market cap now. It's surpassed Netflix. These are all small companies is what Bitcoin is in the category of. We know Bitcoin is going to go much more because Bitcoin is actually a currency. So if you fall into the currency place, 95 billion goes into $1 trillion about 10 times. So it's not even $1 trillion token yet, and it is definitely well on its way to be. And we all know that in the next 2 to 3 years, you're going to see $1 trillion worth of market cap value for Bitcoin alone. So what does that do to your price of your cryptocurrency? Right now, ORMEUS coin is trading from 55 to 75 cents on exchange. It'll be at $1 in the next 2 weeks. And in the next 12 months, minimum, meaning is a reserve vault value, meaning is where you could go to your computer and click a button and trade it for Bitcoin at any time, anywhere, without an exchange, without accessing the exchange directly, and giving every member the ability for complete liquidity is going to be at $2.19. So from day, that's a 4-time multiplier on top of what their value of their rest of the value of their packages. So they get that 4-time multiplier, and that's your base. That is the minimum that you're going to see this at. It's a reserve vault value. What is the floor of it? The speculation could be, we're figuring $7 to $10 for speculation because of the fact that you've got a company that is a completely driving machine, driving this forward. Everyone's starting to get excited about it. It's just the beginning of this foundation. You have a reserve vault value of $2.19. That means that every person you bring into this that is getting ORMEUS coin is going to get more than they purchase. So you can feel comfortable about knowing that everyone is going to 2, 3, 4, or 5 times their money in the first 6 to 12 months. By the end of the year, with this speculated value of exchange value, and because of the company we're a cryptocurrency trading company. Do you think we might trade ORMEUS coin? ORMEUS coin the volume will be unlike anything that anyone has ever seen before. We're not even out of the marketplace yet. We're doing $500,000 a day in trading, and we're just turning it on. When our systems and machines turn into place, we can trade as much or as little as volume as we want to. We can control the market and help all of our members have great speculative trading side. So at this point, 24 months into it, you'll see a token at around $6 a unit minimum, which means the company will purchase it back at that rate. The reason why we'll purchase it back through our reserve vault is because the more ORMEUS that's in our reserve vault, the more, and Bitcoin is in the reserve vault, the more our reserve vault value becomes, because we as a company are not going and dumping this into the marketplace. There's only 200 million tokens ever. We're buying tokens back in every cycle of price so that we can make sure that we keep a strong floor value for all of you members. We're not like every single ICO in the space. And ICOs are a flawed model. They're a flawed model because companies put out all of the value in token and give it to their members and leave it to their members to decide whether it's going to go up and down in value. Which means that if I'm a member in an ICO and I buy $10 million worth of someone's token that's brand new that just started out, that means that I can control the market. I can dump the market. I can destroy the market if I want to. In this case and scenario, we can raise the market in value and continually having this reserve vault smart contract go out to exchanges and find the coin and bring it back to the company as far as the exchanges. And then also if members want to sell, they can sell directly into the vault. 36 months into it, you're at almost a $50 per unit in the reserve vault value. This is 3 years as compounding starts to really kick into place. 4 years into it, you're about the price of an Ethereum as a base reserve vault value. A couple $1,000s a unit, or like Segwit futures. These coins, Segwit and those things, they do that, and they get up to these prices. When you're talking, they get up to these prices in a day. For us to hit these prices is not at all unfathomable. It's not even that it's not even realistic. It would 100% is what's going to happen. This system builds this to happen. The numbers don't lie. We have, and with momentum of our company, this is $150 million in total revenue to get to this time. We're going to do a lot more than $150 million. This is a multi-billion-dollar a month company, and we're all in the beginning of it. 5 years into the company, you've got a token value for $2,500. We've seen Bitcoin do it once. This is definitely, the industry is going to be 10 times the size of it. This will probably put us in the top 50 of coins in the next 5 years at that price point, at that value. This is the last network marketing company you're going to ever have to join. This is the only network marketing company you've ever joined or ever will join that doesn't require a member to go out and build and become more successful. This company is a multi-billion-dollar company a month. It's done. It's just a matter of a time before it all occurs, because the machines are running and creating more Bitcoin. The smart contracts are written. The thing has to grow, which makes it very exciting for all of our members. Our reserve vault is a very simple decentralized application. It's an exchange process to where, similar to Exodus or similar to Shapeshift, where you'll go and you'll take your ORMs, if you want to sell your ORMs at the floor market price, and trade them for Bitcoin and get your Bitcoin out of the vault. We're all mining the Bitcoin gold as a company for all of our members. It's your vault. It's your reserve vault, and the ORMEUS coin is the key to the reserve vault. So also we're building a staking model, and we'll go into more details on that in the future, where we'll actually have an option for people that hold ORMEUS coin to earn more ORMEUS coin for doing it. But that's my presentation, guys. I can tell you for sure that if you work and put your energy into this company, from the systems that we're building, from the amount we're spending on developing things that really make it to where the average person has the ability to completely grow, you'll make more than you've ever made in any network marketing company. This is the most structured, fully functioning plan I've ever seen in my life. And the fact is that when we put this all together, we wanted to build something that we knew that we could feel completely comfortable and it's really strong about sharing with our families, and something that we could put our name on. Is this is a real life-changing, world-changing company. So I will end with that, and you guys have an amazing day. I've actually got to run to my next call, so I don't have a lot of time to sit for questions and answers. I'd love to answer those for you. If you can get those to Rick or Simon, I will completely get them answered as soon as possible for you, and we'll see you guys at the top. I'm consulting this company at the highest level. I'm invested in this company. I've invested millions of my own money personally, and I think it's I know that it's going to change the world. So welcome aboard, guys. Have an amazing day.